This next song is a murder ballad. You know, and bluegrassers pride themselves on their murder ballads. And it's a love story, and the girl gets killed. It's kind of like Bringing Mary Home or Banks of the Ohio, one of those old bluegrass tunes. It's called Anna Lee, and I wrote this with Paula Breedlove. And it said, I want her to get killed, but don't make it too bloody. Keep it, kind of on the surface. Because it's a love song. It's called Anna Lee. When Benjamin hurt Anna Lee, her trust in him was gone. She walked away into the night, returning home at dawn. When he asked her where she'd been, she said with someone new, and asked him how it felt to feel his heart breaking in two. Anna Lee, what she told him wasn't a lie. She just wanted him to feel the pain, all the pain she felt inside. Then out of sisters there was nobody knew. Anna Lee, she'd never be untrue. Then she saw anger in his eyes she'd never seen before. And Benjamin spoke not a word as she fell to the floor. Now Benjamin is wearing stripes behind those prison bars. And when he killed Anna Lee, who died still pure of heart, Anna Lee, what she told him wasn't a lie. She just wanted him to feel the pain, all the pain she felt inside. She'd been at her sister's, there was nobody knew. Anna Lee, she'd never be untrue. Anna Lee, what she told him wasn't a lie. She just wanted him to feel the pain, all the pain she felt inside. She'd been at her sister's, there was nobody new. Anna Lee, can't you hear him weeping for you? Anna Lee, she'd never be untrue. I like a lot of different kinds of music, and I know this room is part of that as well. A lot of, what was the song you said you can't do? Rhapsody in Blue. There's a challenge right there, so I'm on it. I am on it, I guess. There's been several that have been suggested here lately. I wrote this tune with a guy named Tommy Polk, and Tommy's first number one was I Admit I Got a Thinking Problem with David Ball, and it was a number one, and Tommy bought 3 or 4 houses in Nashville and a couple studios, and did some investing. And a great writer. And this song's kind of been a song I've had for years. We've had it in Nashville with our different bands, and it's unusual. The tune's a little unusual. Not something that I would normally aspire to play, but I really like how it sounds. So I'm going to show it to you. It's called Ain't That Just Like Love? Gray skies show every morning, hung around all the livelong day. Blue moon rose every evening since my sweet baby walked away. Every day feels just like heaven since I felt your embrace. Just one rhyme, just one reason to feel this way. Ain't that just like a love? Ain't that just like a love? To break a heart. Listen, I hear the tables turning. Bet I just drew one lucky card. Hands stacked and leaning in my favor. I feel just like the King of Hearts. Every day feels just like heaven since I felt your embrace. Just one rhyme, just one reason to feel this way. Ain't that just like a love? Ain't that just like a love? To break a heart. Every day feels just like heaven since I felt your embrace. Just one rhyme, just one reason to feel this way. Ain't that just like a love? Ain't that just like a love? Ain't that just like? Ain't that just like? Ain't that just like a love? To break a heart. Thank you guys so much. I wrote this tune when I was out in Los Angeles working at an actor's house. I even hate to say the name because everybody says you're dropping names. So it's at an actor's house. And Billy lived next door to Madonna. So I walked outside to get a cup of coffee just to get out of the studio because we spent many, many hours in there. And I said, Billy, is that Madonna next door in the flower bed? It looked like her, had an apron on and she was down on her knees working in the flower bed. And he said, yeah. He said, watch this. Hi, Madonna. And she raised her head up and went like, you again. You could just tell, he was the Beverly Hillbillies in the neighborhood. And I could tell, wow, they really like you around here, don't they? Anyway, I got this idea for this song called Little Green Irishman. I don't know how we get these ideas, Randy. Sometimes doesn't matter where we're at, all the songwriters that are in this room, but you get inspired every now and then by something crazy like that. I know, you never expect it. It's called Little Green Irishman. Thank you, Craig Langford. Hey! Trio thing, and we got to that spot, and of course he immediately went to Fredericksburg and those knickers, Leonard Hosen, and he went, man, I laughed so hard I could barely play the song. It was so funny, and it was great. I think most artists would have been mad, but I was like, please, more of that. Well, got to do another murder ballad for you. Might need a little bit more medicine as well. Thank you, Randy, and in the music room.
That's actually a 50-year-old.
Oh man, don't waste that stuff on me. Good Lord. Woo! Yeah. It's got some fire. There's a guy named Tom Shepard. You guys may have heard of Tom. He's been around for a while. His big hit was Private Malone, big song that did really well for him. And written a lot of other songs since then. But he called me one day and he said, Brad, I want to write something about murder. And I said, well, all right, what do you want to write? He said, I want to write a bluegrass, high energy kind of song. I said, great. I got this idea about this lumberjack that comes to town and he kind of bullies his way into town and tries to take over, and his name's Big Timber. And anyway, the tune's called Big Timber, so it goes like this. Big Timber was a lumberjack. Came to town to swing his mighty axe. Heard tell that he killed someone, and he did it just for fun. Sheriff left and took on the deputy. Timber tore up the taverns here in town. His old Joe wouldn't serve him another round. Saw him beat Billy Donovan. Doc says I'll never walk again. If I weren't so small, I'll tell you what I'd do. I cut Big Timber down, laid him out on the cold hard ground. It was time he was knocked down a notch or two. I cut Big Timber down for terrorizing my hometown. Up that Big Timber won't be hanging around no more. I saw him heading for the bluff, towards the house of the only girl I love. Knocked the door right off the frame, turned and left when I called his name. I pulled the hammer back on my 44. I cut Big Timber down, laid him out on the cold hard ground. It was time he was knocked down a notch or two. I cut Big Timber down for terrorizing my hometown. Up at Big Timber won't be hanging around no more. You know what they say? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And tonight, Timber's going down. We buried him by the pale moonlight, in their garden of the garden late that night. Folks wondering why he disappeared. It's the best crop she's had in years. Till this day we're the only ones who know. I cut Big Timber down, laid him out on the cold hard ground. It was time he was knocked down a notch or two. I cut Big Timber down for terrorizing my hometown. I bet Big Timber won't be hanging around. Yeah, I bet Big be hanging around no more. Okay, enough for the murder. Well, my wife and I run and own a studio in Commerce, Texas, and it's a recording studio. We do everything from local records to all kinds of different stuff. We do bucket list, guys that have been writing songs that want them recorded for their kids. We'll do independent films, and we'll do. Right now, we're working a little bit on soundtrack stuff for Landman, the new series for Billy Bob Thornton. Hopefully, we'll do more. I hope. Anyway, a new film that's getting ready to come out called On the Precipice. It's a faith-based film out of Dallas. So we do a lot of different things out there. You guys need to, if you're ever in Commerce, come on out. If you don't want any traffic, come see us. Because I know y'all have plenty of it around here. Well, I love this guy's music. And I got called by CMH Records on the West Coast, and they said, would you please do a bluegrass version of this song? I said, man, I'd love to. I've been a big fan of this guy's music forever. Maybe you'll remember it. Leaving home out on the road, I've been down before. Riding along in this big old jet plane, I've been thinking about my home. Well, my love light seems so far away, and it feels like it's all been done. Somebody's trying hard to make me stay. You know I've got to be moving on. Big old jet airline, don't carry me too far away. Oh, big old jet airline, 'cause it's here that I got to stay. Goodbye to all my friends at home. Goodbye to people I trusted. I got to go out and make my way. I might get rich, who knows, I might get busted. But my heart keeps on calling me backwards as I get on that 707. Riding high, I got tears in my eyes. You know you got to go through hell before you get to heaven. Big old jet airline, don't carry me too far away. Big old jet airline, 'cause it's here that I got to stay. Touching down a New England town, feel the heat coming down. Got to keep on keeping on. You know that big wheel keeps on spinning around. Well, I'm going with some hesitation. You know that I can surely see that I don't want to get caught up in that funky show going down in the city. Big old jet airline, don't carry me too far away. Oh, big old jet airline, 'cause it's here that I got to stay. Big old jet airliner. Don't carry me too far away. Oh, big old jet airliner. 'Cause it's here that I got to. Here that I got to stay. Steve Miller, yes.
What did he think?
Well, they gave the okay for the licensing. So all I know, Helen, is that they were okay with it. You know, they asked me to do a Bob Dylan one, Night Moves, and we cut it with Rob Ickes, Casey Dreesen, a bunch of great players too as well. And he would not give the license for that. So, but he's really picky. You know, Bob Seger's never let his stuff on to iTunes. He's been very picky about that. So some of them have been great and some not so, but we had fun doing it. I love George Jones. Love George Jones. I mean, who doesn't love the possum? So I got to tell you a possum story. So I'm on the bus with Marty Stewart. We're in the middle of NASCAR. Buses are parked on the infield. And we're getting ready to play a show sometime that evening. And so I'm on the bus, and I'm working on my laptop because I write songs all the time. I try to stay busy. If I'm on the road, I don't want to just kick around. I want to try to stay busy because I can make a little extra money to bring home. We can pay bills. I try to. So I get this knock on the bus door. It's just me in there, no one else. And I hear. So I open it up, and it's George Jones. It's the possum. So I let him on the bus. He sits down and he said, "There's everybody." And I said, "Well, they're out watching the race, George." And I said, "You got any beer?" And I said, I don't know. I looked in the cooler and it was pretty empty. They hadn't filled it back up again. I said, "No, we're out, you know." And he said, "You got any whiskey?" And I said, "No, they drank all that last night on the way back in from the show." "You got any dope?" And I said, "No, I don't do any dope, so sorry about that." And so he got up and he went, "Damn, you're boring." And he walked off the bus. That was my George Jones personal experience. But always a sweetheart on the road. We did shows with him with Marty Stewart. And this one is one of my favorite tunes. I got asked to do this by CMH Records as well, and it's called "The Race Is On." Makes you feel like it's going to be fast, doesn't it? Right? I felt tears welling up cold, deep inside like my heart sprung a big break. And the stab of loneliness is sharp, painful, and I may never shake. My heart saying that I was taken inside when she wrote me off of the call. But don't you wager that I'll hide in sorrow, and I may lay right down and bawl. My racing's on, and here comes problem backstretch, heartaches rolling to the inside. My tears are holding back, trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running, true love scratched for another's sake. Racing's on and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all. One day I ventured in love, never once suspecting what the final result would be. I lived in fear of waking up each morning, finding you gone from me. Aching pain in my heart for the day was the one that I hated to face. Somebody new came along to win her, and I came out in second place. Now the race is on, and here comes pop the backstretch. Heartaches rolling to the inside, but tears are holding back. Try not to fall. My heart's out of the running, true love scratch for another sake. Race is on, and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all. Race is on, and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all. Do that. Well, pretty mighty deep subject. Salute. Well, my latest single is a song that I wrote with Billy Bob Thornton. And we wrote this song some years ago. He had an idea about this guy trying to steal this guy's girlfriend. Had the whole premise, and I thought, man, that's pretty cool. So I put a few words into it and kind of worked it a little bit and put some music to it. It's called Hey Mister. And on the record, Billy sang the second verse. On the record, he was kind enough to do that. So it goes like this. Hey there, mister, with my girl up on your arm. Hey there, mister, do you mean me any harm? I would hate to have to kill you. Don't want to land myself in jail. I tell you that I still do love that girl with all my will. I've seen the big house, I've seen a few. I won't go back there for the low down likes of you. Once I killed a man in Dallas just because he came to town. If you want to touch my Alice, Bet your ass you're going down. If you want to feel my thunder of this gun that's in my hand, I'll be glad to put you under. I believe you understand. I've seen the big house, I've seen a few. I won't go back there for the low down likes of you. Bet you wished you hadn't heard her when she said, let's have a ball. There's this thing that they call murder. I ain't scared of it at all. I've seen the big house, I've seen a few. I won't go back there for the low down likes of you. It's been such a treat playing for you guys. It's always, I mean, you and I play with other artists, it makes sense. You know, you got Marty Stewart, you got Billy Bob Thornton, you got the Forrester sisters, and you go like, they're there to hear them. But when you guys come out to hear me, it's kind of, it's like, really? It's really cool, you know? It means a lot, I'm telling you. It's life-changing, it really is. I'd like to do a couple more, but first what I want to do is, I want to do Flight of the Bumblebee. I've never done it live, so let's do it. Let's do it. On this show, this will be it.
You named it something else.
Huh?
You named it something else.
Yeah.
I think you haven't decided on a name yet.
Yeah. I'm not sure. It might be Buzz of the Bumblebee, or I don't know.
Too much caffeine?
Too much coffee. I love it. I love it. I love it. So this took a long time, guys. It really did. And you may not be wowed by it, but we'll give it a shot here. So I got the idea to do this. I was in our spare bedroom working on this one night, and there was a dirt dauber that had snuck in. And I was like, crap, this dirt dauber has snuck in through the window. And so he was kind of, at this tempo, just doing this thing. And as I got ready to end the dirt dauber in the house, things got a little bit more critical. So you'll kind of tell that from the speed of the music. That's all I got.
Did you kill the dirt dog?
Got him. Well, the thing is, if you've got a new song, Marty Stewart used to teach me this. When we would go on the road, we'd go to Arizona and rehearse for like a week in some little dive no one knew about. And we'd rehearse live for weeks to get it, kind of worked out. And you got to do that. Sometimes you got to just say, okay, I've never done this song before. Here it is. And you just let them have it. But I'd love to end this set with Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
Randy, we appreciate you and Helen. Giving up your home, turning it into a hippie lair. And is it not the hippie lair? I love it. Well, I love Led Zeppelin. It's hard not to be in a bluegrass, right? The bluegrassers would say, man, you're out. You're out of the club if you like that. But that's right. Been a long time since rock and roll. Been a long time since we took that stroll. Let me get back, let me get back, let me get back, back where I come from. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, 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 long time. Been a long time since the book of love. Can't count the tears at the life of no love. Carry me back, carry me back, carry me back, back where I come from. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, 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 long time. I know the bluegrassers would not like that. Been a long time since we walked in the moonlight, we're making those vows that just ain't work right. Open your arms, open your arms, open your arms, let my love in. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, 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 long time. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, 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 long. It's mighty lonely right down at that court right there. Lonely time.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank y'all. Thank you. To the Waffle House.